Oh, they're calling Flair. They're calling Ric Flair. David, but there's 4 of these guys here. There's 4 of these guys on the floor here. It's easy for them to talk.
Hey, come on, you guys. We don't care if they're 4. Hey, Flair's taking it off. They're getting in the ring. All 4 of them. All 4, yeah. Oh, they are. Come on,
Oh!
Championship Wrestling, bringing you great wrestling action, sanctioned by the NWA, National Wrestling Alliance.
Welcome to World Championship Wrestling. David Crockett along with Tony Schiavone. Tony, we got an exciting program for him, especially the Superstation Championship Challenge match.
That is the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, taking on Nature Boy Buddy Landel with James J. Dillon. Also, we want to remind all the fans, coming up in December, the Bunkhouse Stampede. We'll have more on that later. And David, the World Heavyweight Champion Nature Boy Ric Flair is here, but the Starrcade, the countdown that is to Starrcade 85 is on. Let's go to the ring.
There are a lot of things happening because of Starrcade, the gathering. Tony, the man, superstar Billy Graham. What about those pythons?
What about what he said? He has made no bones about what he intends to do during Starrcade. And I'm sure Paul Jones and the Barbarian were listening to those comments. And they should be well aware that superstar Billy Graham will take no prisoners that night.
That is right. In the ring now, as you see with the arm bar, the National Heavyweight Champion, Terry Taylor. This young man, he is definitely impressive.
Notice on the face of superstar Billy Graham and on the face of Terry Taylor, David, the determination. Like I said,
Hey guys,
Starrcade, the countdown is on for Starrcade. It is right around the corner.
it is, Tony, there's something that it bothers me, and we have to talk about it because I know it's bothering a lot of people out there, and we'll get that just a little bit later. But watch him. Watch this young man, Terry Taylor. He's wrestling the Black Cat. Also coming up, the World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair.
Well, Terry Taylor, a lot of determination coming into this match. And then you think he has one of the most prestigious titles in the entire world, that national heavyweight title, and the fact that he has to go up against Nature Boy Buddy Landel.
That he does. Terry Taylor, a cautious wrestler. He always is out there thinking through his moves, defense and offense, constantly.
And he needs to. You know, we both know Terry Taylor. We both know Buddy Landel. Terry Taylor has more of our respect as far as a gentleman is concerned. But David, Landel is perfectly capable of winning that title or any major title. So Terry Taylor,
especially being managed by J.J. Dillon.
That's right.
Taylor, look at him. Hard, gets it. Chops to the chest. Snap mare. Stands right on the face. Backs him in. Here he goes across into the ropes. Oh, what a forearm. Caught him right in the side of the jaw.
Right that time it was.
Picks the cat up. He places him. You know what he's going to do. Superplex. He's got him in that position.
Getting the count from the referee.
He's got him. Oh, powered him over. Hard down on the mat. Goes for the pin. He's got him. The National Heavyweight Champion, Terry Taylor.
Terry Taylor wins once again in prime condition for his showdown with Nature Boy Buddy Landel during Starrcade, David.
Now watch this superplex. Powers him over. Now drops him hard down on that mat. Your winner, the National Heavyweight Champion, Terry Taylor.
We will discuss an issue on the minds of all wrestling fans when we return. Back on World Championship Wrestling, something we'd like to discuss at this time is about the two top box office attractions in the world today, the two superpowers, David, if you will, in the world of wrestling, Dusty Rhodes and Nature Boy Ric Flair. Let us start out by saying, David, you've known the World Heavyweight Champion for a long time. I've seen him wrestle for a long time, and his actions over the past 2 months or so has not been like anything I've ever seen from Ric Flair.
It really has, and I have known the World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair ever since he really started in wrestling, and I've known Dusty Rhodes too for even longer. And for the two powerhouses, the two big studs in wrestling, to come together the way they have, it's more than that championship. The actions that have taken place, I'm talking about Ric Flair especially. Here he is, the World Heavyweight Champion, a man that has defended that championship against the top wrestlers in the world. And for him to do the actions that he's caused, that family, the Anderson family, the clan, all of them getting together and trying to injure people. Ric Flair, just take for instance what he did to Pistol Pez Whatley.
Just last week, right here on this program. Now here's Ronnie Garvin.
All six men are in.
Now remember, it's Pistol Pez and Arn Anderson, I believe, the legal men in the ring.
Clear out. This way. What's happening now? There. You saw it. You saw it. Come on. That's exactly what they're doing now.
There it is.
All right, Tony. That man right there, he is the World Heavyweight Champion. He is defended, like I said, against the top wrestlers in the world. Now, Pistol Pez Whatley, he's a world-class wrestler.
That's right.
But Ric Flair had no reason to do that. They were, he's in control.
He doesn't have to. He's the best.
He did not have to trip his leg.
That's right.
And you wonder why he's doing these things. It's hard for me to understand because I know the man, Ric Flair, and that World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair. And for him and Dusty Rhodes now to collide, and that's what's happening. They are on a collision course.
Well, the whole world watched this. When Dusty Rhodes had come into the ring to help Nature Boy Ric Flair get rid of the Russians, and then Flair locked that cage, the Andersons were in there, and this happened.
He jumped right on the ankle. He positioned him. You notice he pulled him, and he wanted him exactly in a certain position to break that ankle, which he did. Ric Flair broke it. Why? Why did he do it?
Well, he owns the World Heavyweight title. He had nothing to gain by breaking that ankle.
That's right.
So, like you said, it has to be something than just more that World Heavyweight title.
Is it? There you see Dusty. He broke it. I was there. I mean, Dusty, you watch that man wondering, when we took him out, will he ever wrestle again? Think about it.
That was the question.
The two studs in the world, the top powers, the World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair, and the People's Champion, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes could be out of wrestling, they thought, forever. They thought that was it. But maybe, think about it, Tony. Ric Flair, the World Heavyweight Champion, Dusty Rhodes, the People's Champion.
But I know what
right.
you're saying, but think about this. When Dusty came back and when he said he was going to come back and he had a certain schedule he was going to go by, he came back with a burning desire towards Flair, and really, he was really into Ric Flair, so intense that some people wondered, does Dusty Rhodes really want to get this World Heavyweight title, or does he just want to get Ric Flair himself?
That's right. And Dusty Rhodes has gotten to Ric Flair. I'm talking about he's gotten to him in his head.
He really
control.
has. We're going to see
Ric
something.
Flair has lost control. And, I mean, if you can watch him right here, you can see where Ric Flair loses complete control of
and is
himself.
screaming at a wall.
You as an athlete, I have no respect for you as a human being. You are a farce, you are a phony, you are a has-been, you are not, you are a pretender in a great athletic sport that you're in, and Dusty Rhodes tells it.
Nobody's gonna talk to me like this on my program.
You're a pretender.
I don't care what you got to say to the world, Dusty Rhodes. You keep in mind that I put you where you're sitting right now with your leg on that table, all wrapped up in a big white cast.
We'll see you
I
on
did it.
Scouting Reports
Ric
next
Flair,
week.
the world champion, nobody else. And Bill Apter, you remind him of that where I'm gone.
Again, losing control.
Listen to the tone of his voice that time.
That's right. And watch the two. If you watch the two closely right there, the two egos of these men, they are colliding. The People's Champion and the World Heavyweight Champion, they're on a collision course. I really believe that.
Well, it didn't take long for the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, to go by that schedule that he was talking about, and for that extraordinary athlete to come back to the world of professional wrestling and wrestle once again. And here we take a look at it once again, David. Mike Davis, look at this. 285-pound man executing a drop kick just like that. You can tell that Dusty Rhodes is ready.
And that boot, the new boot that they designed for Dusty Rhodes.
It is not a weapon. The boot is simply for protection, and now he slaps on Ric Flair's maneuver.
That's right, the figure four. Dusty Rhodes, he has as much drive as Ric Flair. He has come back. He set his course. He said he was going to come back and challenge Ric Flair, that he was going to get even. He was going to take something away from Ric Flair that is more valuable, that is just as valuable as that World Heavyweight Championship. What could it be?
Two things I'd like to say here. First of all, to Nature Boy Ric Flair, we know you're the World Heavyweight Champion. That means you are the best. You don't have to do the things you've been doing as of late. And to Dusty Rhodes, I know all the fans are extremely glad that you're back, but what is it? Is it more than just the World Heavyweight title? What is he after?
That we're going to have to find out.
We'll leave that to you, to fans, to decide. And remember, Starrcade 85, The Gathering, those two men, the superpowers, will collide.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's only one dream, and that's the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, 2 times World Heavyweight Champion. Dusty, can it be 3?
David, I think real seriously every night about can it be 3, you know. And sometimes I let my hatred that's inside of me maybe just take me over the edge just a little bit, because I've always lived right on the tip of that lightning bolt that goes through this time and space in our life where you're so quick and times pass you by and you go through and you miss a lot and you grab a lot. Well, in this case, it's going to be 3, because I'm over the agony and the deep hatred I have just to hurt Ric Flair, just to destroy Ric Flair, just to get even, if you will, at the Andersons and Ric Flair. And I had to regroup myself just a little bit, David. As you know, when I came back from this thing, because thousands and thousands of letters throughout this country were written to Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, about coming back strong, about being the world's heavyweight champion once again, for the people, for the gathering, for this multitude of people that love Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, and Ric Flair. You showed your true color. Your color is yellow. We know it's yellow. We know it's yellow as the day is long. The streak runs from your cousins down your back all the way to your feet. And talking of feet, my boot, if there's a demon in there, if there's a devil in that boot, then you put it there. And if you think I was quick and fast and mean and honorable before, now then you go find out. David had been with me training. He's watched me come back. He was a close friend to Ric Flair. All of us thought and respected Ric Flair. But now times have changed, hadn't it, kid? Yes, they have. Now it's risky business. Risky business for you, because Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, will become World Heavyweight Champion for the 3rd time. 3 times. And the demon inside Dusty Rhodes is alive and well. And Ric Flair, go to bed knowing right now you're walking around with it. But at the gathering, when we all come together, Dusty Rhodes will be World Heavyweight Champion. Thank you, David.
All right, Tony, think about it. Think about what Dusty Rhodes said.
He knows to hurt Ric Flair. The number one way to hurt Ric Flair is to take away what he prizes more than anything else, that World Heavyweight title.
I agree with him. You're gonna have to look at Dusty. Look past what he says. Look into his eyes. There's something there. All right, in the ring, as you see him right now. Young man, awful lot of respect for it. Don Kernodle, good amateur, good professional. Tony, we have the World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair, with us later on in the program, and I'd like to know his feelings about what Dusty Rhodes said. Starrcade the Gathering. It's coming. Tony, it is getting bigger, and matter of fact, it's gotten so big that in selected cities, they're going to have closed circuit.
On the large screen, Don Kernodle. That American cannon, he calls it, right off of the top turnbuckle.
And puts him out. Let's go back and watch him there. You see him come up. Now watch him unleash the cannon. Hard. Over. Your winner, Don Kernodle.
We will talk to the heavyweight champion of the world, Nature Boy Ric Flair. We have an awful lot of questions for him. Come on back with us. More exciting action when we return.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the ring, Paul Jones and the Barbarian against Tony Burke. Jones is over there. Coach Burke comes right in.
That's what Stony Burke has to do, David. He's got to stay right on top of the Barbarian. I don't know if he's going to face him or not. Not many people have been able to.
Right there, the Barbarian sticks that huge foot up. Now he starts to stomp away at the head. He takes Burke, backs him in the ropes, whips him across, catches him again right in the face with that boot.
One thing about the Barbarian, we say he is so wild, and he's so wild in the ring.
Drop kick! This man weighs over 300 pounds.
But David, that man knows what he's doing when he steps into the ring.
You know it. Paul Jones sees to it. If he sees anything wrong, he's always instructing him. You watch the Barbarian, goes right for the face. He still has that cast on. He says that his wrist is broken. Superstar Billy Graham says differently. You see Paul Jones motioning to the Barbarian. Watch him, watch him. He's got that collar.
That's right, David. That's that collar that he has, choking Stony Burke with it.
Oh, look at Jones. He said, hey, it's my man. Leave him alone.
What some men won't stoop to.
Takes Burke. Watch Jones. Watch him. Watch him. He goes right for the eyes.
Now Stephen Gregory trying to warn Paul Jones. Here's the Barbarian.
Oh, look at him. Rams Burke in the side of the ring. Headbutts him. Picks him up. Okay, now Jones is just yelling at him. Again, will not let Burke back in that ring.
Always calculated where he throws the man. He'll throw him right at the feet of Paul Jones every time. He knows where his manager is, does the Barbarian.
Look at right on the chest and stomach. Stands on 300 plus pounds. Barbarian Snapmare takes him over. Watch him, backs up. Here he comes. Oh, drops those powerful legs across the chest. Headbutt now. Headbutts him again. And again.
That's his move, that headbutt that had put so many men out all the way to the other side of the ring. He just actually headbutted him from one side of the ring, David, to the other.
Continuous. The awesome power of the Barbarian, managed by Paul Jones. Burke still trying to fight back. But look at the Barbarian just standing there, taking it across. He knows what he can do and how to do it in that ring. Okay, now he goes down. He's choking. Referee counts. Tony, we had a letter from Bill Watts asking if he would be able to see Starrcade in New Orleans. And yes, Bill Watts, it will be a closed circuit there in New Orleans.
All right. Starrcade.
Watch it. Barbarian up. Here he goes. Down. Oh, headbutt. Goes for the pin. And he devours his man, Stony Burke. Watch the Barbarian. Look at him. Look at him flying through. Diving just like a missile. And your winner, the Barbarian, managed by Paul Jones.
Here he is, fans, the heavyweight champion of the world, Nature Boy Ric Flair. And Rick, you know we would never knock your ability. You are the very best. You're the world heavyweight champion. We've always questioned, though, especially lately, some of the actions, some of the tactics you've used.
Well, Tony, as I sat back in the control room watching what we all know to be the greatest wrestling program, the greatest wrestling telecast, probably the greatest sports telecast anywhere in the world today, I am constantly amazed at why someone in your position, or how someone in your position, or how someone in David Crockett's position can possibly criticize the actions, could try to account for the actions, could try and comment on the actions of yours truly, the world's heavyweight wrestling champion, who I might say today is wearing blue cashmere, and looking as old as I can look. And as you can tell by the response of the female gender, Ric Flair, regardless of what you think, or David Crockett, or Dusty Rhodes and his allegiance, think I am the greatest of all time. I'm Ric Flair. I'm your master, Dusty Rhodes. I don't have to follow anybody's set of rules, because when you're the world champion, when you're number one, you make your own rules. And everybody out there plays the game the way Ric Flair wants the game played. You see, when I walk the aisle, and Dusty Rhodes, I want you to listen up real close. You're gonna have to walk that aisle, Dusty Rhodes. Silence one moment. Silence. You're gonna have to walk that aisle, Dusty Rhodes. And you see, you've told the world now that the ankle is repaired. You've told the world that you're physically capable of jumping on the world champion and defeating him for the world's most prestigious trophy, the World's Heavyweight Wrestling Championship, which is mine. Now let's get one thing straight, Dust. You see, my ego is the biggest in the world. And you say your ego is the biggest in the world. As we all know, there can only be one ego that runs this great sport, and it's going to be mine. That's right, baby. And yes, and I'm going to give Dusty Rhodes credit for telling it like it is. The way to get to Ric Flair is to take this away from him. Well, Dusty Rhodes, you or Magnum or all your buddies, the Road Warriors, nobody else is ever going to take this from Ric Flair until he's ready to line up. Because I am the world champion forever and ever. Woo!
We'll be right back.
Woo!
the countdown is on to the biggest event in the history, David, in the history of the world of wrestling, because that night, all the top matches already signed. We're going to find out who will be the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion. That title has been vacated. It'll either be Sam Houston or Crusher Khrushchev. We'll find out which man will come down with the sombrero, either the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, or Abdullah the Butcher.
That's right. Then we have that bull rope match. Black Bart against Cowboy Ron Bass. If Bass wins, he gets J.J. Dillon in a bull rope match for 5 minutes. Also, then we're going to have the National Heavyweight Champion, Terry Taylor. He's going to take on Nature Boy Buddy Landell.
For that National Heavyweight title, a grudge match. We talked to Superstar Billy Graham earlier. He'll go up against the Barbarian, that grudge match with Paul Jones at ringside, but the two men beforehand will do grudge in an arm wrestling contest. The winner will get $10,000. And then you talk about tag team excitement. Listen to these tag team matches. National Tag Team title, Ole and Arn Anderson will defend against U.S. Tag Team Champions Billy Jack Haynes and Chief Wahoo McDaniel. And then an Atlanta street fight. Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Bryant has found Miss Atlanta Lively.
Oh, yes.
They will be tag team partners in the ring. Big Mom will be at ringside to take on the Midnight Express with Jim Cornette, but there's more.
That's right. Inside a steel cage for the world's tag team title. Ivan Koloff and Nikita Koloff take on the Rock and Roll Express in that cage match. No disqualification for the world's tag team title.
We're going to take a look at the Russian team a little bit later on in this program, and you'll see that the Russian team is ready. And then there's another cage match, David, for Starrcade.
That's right. I Quit. We're talking about I Quit between Tully Blanchard for the United States Heavyweight title. He is that champion. And Magnum TA. They will wrestle until one man finally says, I quit. I give up.
And then it's Dusty Rhodes and Nature Boy Ric Flair for that World Heavyweight title. That's all a part of Starrcade. And David, like you said, Starrcade is really, really getting bigger and bigger each year.
That's right. But I think Ric Flair answered that question for us on that interview a little bit earlier. Superstar Billy Graham. What a man.
David, you can take a picture of just an arm, a bicep, and you could ask 1,000 people.
He's got biceps on top of biceps.
You can ask 1,000 people, who does that represent? And they all will say Superstar Billy Graham. It's such a trademark. It's such a figure in the world of wrestling that is recognized.
This is like a gnat trying to challenge an elephant. Superstar Billy Graham, the man with the pythons. Look at him. What a man he is. Again, Tony, look at the size, the definition.
Well, I tell you what, you got to give Tony Zane some credit. He has tried, first of all, a full Nelson, and then has tried to pull back those big pythons. He's really went right after the strength.
That's right, he did.
He's gone right after the strength of Superstar Billy Graham.
That time he went for a top wrist lock. And now he goes in. Look at him.
Look at that.
Oh, look at those muscles ripple.
Tony Zane is not afraid. Strength for the strength.
The natural power of this man. Tony.
Who wants to see me hit him right in the head?
He grabs him, whips him across, right into the turnbuckle.
That was more like a throw than it was a whip. It was like he tossed him to the corner like a baseball.
He lays a heavy python on the back of the neck. Look at those stomach muscles.
He's so colorful. Those must be his Thanksgiving colors on.
It's going to be anxious to see what he wears for the gathering. Oh, he's got him.
The backbreaker. Didn't take Tony Zane long to say, that's it.
He was smart. As soon as he went up, and these pythons watch it. As soon as Superstar went in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Superstation Championship Challenge Series. The Raging Bull goes up against Nature Boy Buddy Landel, managed by J.J. Dillon.
Look at the smile on that face. He really wants to get a hold of Buddy Landel, does the Raging Bull.
Hey, David Crockett. Yeah. It's about time, and I'm very proud of Jim Crockett Promotions for almost getting somebody worthy enough to step in the ring with me.
Oh.
But a Mexican, you gotta be ribbon, man.
Well, you're welcome.
I love it. I knew that mouth would get him in trouble.
Some people just don't learn.
Is this karate or wrestling? What is this? Right? I'll get in here. Wait a minute. Hey. Get him back. You better be glad I'm in a good mood today.
All right, hard chop and another chop by Nature Boy Buddy Landel. Switch! By the ball! Hit! High in the air! He comes. And a chop! By the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez takes Buddy Landel down.
Wipeout.
And he scoots out.
Like a big wave came right up and
Poor
knocked him
boy.
right off his surfboard.
He goes over to have JJ comfort him in his hour of need.
Hey, this is smart.
It is.
If I was Buddy Landel right now, I'd want to stay away from the Raging Bull also.
He is primed. You can definitely say that the Raging Bull is raging. Headlock. Vice grip. Squeezing tighter and tighter. Got him. Landel. Here they go. Good tackle. Comes in. Huh. Landel tried to stomp Manny Fernandez. Fernandez quickly came to his feet, and now it's a face-off. The Bull stalking Landel. They back into that corner. Spread him. Chop! To the chest. Takes him. Goes over. Oh! He set him up beautifully. The Bull, Manny Fernandez. JJ checking his nose out, so maybe his nose might be broken.
Ask him if he's had enough yet.
The Raging Bull.
Have you had enough yet?
He's stalling.
Oh, he really, yeah.
Landell's stalling.
That's obvious. And the Bull has not only Landell, but he has Dillon concerned as well.
All right, let's see how Buddy Landell and JJ try to handle this bottle of nitro. Good arm drag. Landell wanted to get away so fast he tripped over his own feet.
Well, that was a great arm drag. It's obvious, though, with the chops that have been registered by the Bull, it's really worked on the concentration of Landell, because when it looked like he had the advantage with an arm drag, he backed up. Superstation Championship Challenge Series.
Good hard slam. Good arm drag now. Comes up. Get that arm flat. Arm bar. Hey, Landell. Now he's not as aggressive. Usually he's trying to rub the opponent's face in the mat, slapping him around. He just wants to hold the Raging Bull down on that mat.
The Nature Boy's got the taco finger down, don't he?
Don't talk to somebody when you're on top of a bull like that. He just may knock you off.
All right, Landell still has that arm there. Here they go. Manny. Shots high. Good! Leg scissors. Caught him. Manny Fernandez. Look at the rage in this man. JJ, there you see him. Really not sure what to do. Got him. Can he do
Even
it?
Gregory asking.
Can he do it? Good move. So he used his legs. Buddy Landell reaching for the hand of J.J. Dillon. The Bulls got him tied up. They see.
Now, right here, the Bull cannot get that concerned about Dillon. It's something really.
But, hey, you have to worry about him, though.
Well, you do, but Dillon wants him to get concerned. Wants him to get his concentration away from his opponent and get it towards the manager. It's what Dillon wants. See, Dillon wants this. This is what he wants. And it's what he's getting.
All right, does this make Manny lose control?
I don't know. The Bull's always, to use his name, always so full of rage anyway. I don't know, if he can get him upset. But one thing I do know, David, is that we do have to take a break right here. We're going to keep the tape machines rolling. If the match would happen to end during the break, we'd let you see the end of the match. However, if not, you'll see the remainder of the Superstation Championship Challenge Series. One fall, 20 minutes when we return right after this timeout.
All right.
I mean, the Raging Bull is dishing out some punishment on Nature Boy Buddy Landell.
As you can see, JJ shaking his head. Now, the Bull. Wait, look at him.
Dillon got in there.
Went straight for the eyes. Hard right to the head. Landell trying to shake it off that leg, though. Realizes he has to go on the offensive. Hold the Bull down. Throws him out. Watch out for JJ, though.
The Bull hit hard down on that left knee.
Look at JJ hiding behind the post.
Well, if I was in on the floor of the Raging Bull, I'd hide behind something also.
Has him now. Reverse chin lock. Buddy Landell, it's all smiles now. He better hold on tight. You can see JJ over there. He is still worried. He is concerned. This is the Superstation Championship Challenge Series match. Look it. Quick rights and lefts. The Bull now. Grabs it. Here he goes. Forearm.
These are two warriors.
Oh, he's still cocky. Bull's trying to kick the referee away. He's not going to give up. Spins, sitting up. Trying to move around. Trying to keep that circulation moving. Landell trying to hold him down. All right, comes up. All right, now. They've got a position. Still has that. Suplex.
Belly to back suplex, and he was right on target with it. The Bull is dazed. As a matter of fact, both men are dazed. Look at him.
JJ said, come on, get up, get up. Motion. Put it right to the head.
Well, it was just a matter of who could get up first. This time it was Landell.
And hard right. Here he goes. Has him in that rope. Look at JJ! Again, catches him. He's fighting two men now. JJ Dillon. And Buddy Landell. You can't discount the Bull. And he now kicks and chops to the head. Snapmare takes him over, backs into that corner. Here he comes. Try to headbutt. Landell goes in. Bull kicks out of it. Landell quickly comes right back.
Each man has tried as best he could to execute every maneuver he thought could get a pin for him. Still, the other man would kick out. And you know, David, they're weary right now.
Yes,
They've
are.
gone through a battle.
Landell trying to hold him down. Got him. Can he hold him down? Can he hold the Bull? This man keeps on fighting back. He is fighting two men.
Okay, buddy.
J.J. Dillon and Nature Boy Buddy Landell.
In the rope.
Chop to the chest. Here he goes crossing that rope. Tried to measure him for one. Oh! Flew right into him and caught him with that arm. Here he goes in the ropes.
Flying backhand.
Look at him. Look at him sucking it in. Pulling it out. He knows what he wants to do. He goes up on that second rope. Ah! With the knee. He misses. Landell sees the advantage. Goes in for the figure four. Has it locked in. He's got it locked. Look, the Bull's trying to reverse it. He does. He's got it reversed. And he's pulling it. See, JJ said, get to the ropes, get to the ropes.
He's got the ropes. That's the only thing that saved him right there. The only thing. He had it reversed.
Now he reverses it again.
What's that? That was the bell. David, obviously, the time limit had expired.
Right. Oh, the Bull doesn't care. Now he's going after JJ.
The
He's
time
going to
limit.
finish this thing.
There you see Stephen Gregory said, that's it, it's over. The time limit has expired. The time limit has expired. And these two men have wrestled to a draw here on our Superstation Championship Challenge Series, and they're still going at it. My goodness, Terry Taylor, that's some action, and you still have that national heavyweight title.
That's right. This is just showing you how hot and heavy things are getting going on their way to Starrcade. The countdown has started. You can see that Landell is on the best shape of his life. He's in his prime, because if you can go 20 minutes with a Raging Bull, you have really done something. Now I'm starting to show the wear and tear of being the national heavyweight champion. Everybody's giving me their best shot, but I still have this. And I'll watch that match start to finish, and of course you have to watch J.J. Dillon, but Landell, in his own right, is a great, great wrestler. But he's being more than just a minor annoyance to me anymore, because every time I turn around, Landell's sticking his nose into my business. Well, it's not going to be at my expense and not at the expense of this. The people have been behind me 100% for me to hang on to this, and that's exactly what I intend on doing. So when it comes right down to it, in Starrcade, Landell, I'm going to take you out, because I am going to hang on to this. And I got to move this patented just for you, and that's that super suplex. It takes and knocks the wind out of somebody. Landell, you got more wind in you than anybody. And I'll tell you, when it's all over with, there's 3 title matches that I'm looking at. I'll tell you, this match, I don't want the title to change in mine. With the Rock and Roll, I'm looking forward to winning their title back. And I can't wait to see Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair, because I think Dusty's got something up his sleeve, and he will be the new champion. Thank you.
Okay, Terry, and we'll be right back right after this. Some great action on our Superstation Championship Challenge Series here today. Let's bring in Jim Crockett, the president of Jim Crockett Promotions, with the announcement of our match for next week. Jim?
Thank you very much, Tony. We have several managers in wrestling today, all claiming to be the best. Next week we have a challenge of managers.
Okay.
James J. Dillon is going to bring his Thunderfoot and Black Bart, and they are going to take on Paul Ellering's The Road Warriors.
That is quite a match, the Road Warriors. And as you said, Jim, it's a battle of the managers. The Road Warriors have Precious Paul Ellering, and Black Bart and Thunderfoot have James J. Dillon. That's next week on our Superstation Championship Challenge Series. And let's keep the excitement as it is, because here he is, the heavyweight champion of the world. Once again, Nature Boy Ric Flair.
We've talked about so many different times, Tony. If you really want to make the Championship Challenge Series something to write home about, then you've got to put the World's Heavyweight Championship on the line with me in the ring against anybody in the whole wide world. Now we're talking about Starrcade. We're talking about Dusty Rhodes. We're talking about the greatest wrestling spectacular to be seen anywhere in the world. Because I am the main event. And because I like millions of people, and I mean literally millions of people, day in and day out, to know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Ric Flair is what's happening Dusty Rhodes, Starrcade 85. I'm sorry, but I'm going to be the man for a long time.
Woo! Let's go to the ring.
In the ring, J.J. Dillon with Black Bart. They're going to take on Rocky King. Tony, it's coming. It's coming all together. Starrcade, the gathering. All the greatest wrestling stars and the greatest wrestling fans in the world will be there. Good move, good kick. It has gotten so big, Tony, that they're going to have to close circuit Starrcade in a lot of cities.
Selected cities.
That is correct. Look at this. Good move by Rocky King. Good Rocky on Bart. He comes right back up, glaring at each other. Bart takes him down. Here he goes. In the ropes. Oh, trying to clothesline. Body block goes down for that pin. Quickly kicks out. Good drop kick. Takes him down. Another drop kick. Bart now goes right on him. Look at him. The brute force. Look at. Oh! Right across the throat. Black Bart. Oh, JJ loves it. Drags him over. Puts that head in the turnbuckle. Now he headbutts right in the arm. And again. And again. Here he goes. Watch him. Catches him with that clothesline. Doesn't try to pin.
No, he's methodical. Now Rocky King, those punches that were registering a few moments ago, not doing much against the big cowboy now.
And he is a big cowboy. Watch out, here he goes out on the floor.
Hit hard that time.
Look at JJ lurking around the corner. Look at him, just waiting for that opportunity. He's gonna catch him. Right there, and I see goes back to his hiding place. He's getting, has him up, suplex. Takes his time, goes over.
That time, David, I think I heard him say Ronnie Bass as he went down with that big fist.
He goes down for the choke. Here he goes. Switch now by King. King tries, has him. He tried the sunset flip, couldn't do it. Here he goes. Slam by Bart. Bart goes up. Texas compactor. Here he goes. Drops it right across the chest, knocks the wind out, hooks the leg, has him down for the pin.
Black Bart, that Texas compactor.
And look at him. Here comes that compactor. Right down on Rocky King, your winner, Black Bart with J.J. Dillon.
We'll be right back. Back at ringside, let's bring in right now Cowboy Ron Bass, and what he holds in his hand is the bull rope.
You know, Tony, over the last 3 or 4 months, there's been a lot of things been happening to the big cowboy. I've been lied to, I've been cheated, I've been double-crossed. I've had friends that I call friends double-cross me. And I'm gonna tell you something, the man in all of these troubles is one J.J. Dillon and Black Bart. You know, Bart, at one time, we were going up and down these roads and I called you a friend. I knew I could count on you when things got tough. But that's all water under the bridge now, ain't it, Bart? Because now then, you've thrown your lot in with one J.J. Dillon. You've decided that you're going to go against the big cowboy. You've gone out there and yes, you've even hung me right here on TV. You've beat on me and you've tried to put me out of professional wrestling. Well, Bart, right here I stand, boy. Right here I stand looking you eyeball to eyeball. Right here I stand. I'm not going to get mad anymore. I'm going to get even. And how am I going to get even? Well, right here's the vehicle, baby. 10 foot of rope, brother. And we're going to be strapping that fat body of yours to one end of it, and I'm to the other end. There's a 10-pound bell right in the middle, son. And what's going to happen, there's no disqualification. There's no time limit. There's no stopping for anything, brother. If anybody gets in the way, I will take care of them. What's going to happen, Bart, is this 10-pound bell is coming down on that head of yours. And as you look at the bell, you can see that it's used a little bit. You see that I know what to do with it, Bart. You see that I can wreak destruction. And you better believe that when they ring that big bell and they say, cowboy, remember all the troubles. You better believe that I'm going to get me a double handful of comeback, brother, and then J.J. Dillon. The one thing that I'm looking for is 5 minutes with you, boy, tied to it. I'm looking for you, gentlemen. Come get the cowboy.
We'll be back. These two need to convince no one about how awesome they are. The Road Warriors back with us on Championship Wrestling.
Hey, what you say here? Ric Flair out here talking about all his diamonds, all his cars, all them girls. You can have all them stinking girls and throw them away. Ric Flair, even you look good on TV, and that's amazing, ain't it? There's just 300 pounds, there's 275 there. What do you possibly think you can do against us? Nothing. I hear maybe, where's it, Hawk? Maybe Philadelphia? I think it is Philadelphia, Flair. We're gonna take care of you and the Andersons. Dusty Rhodes, he's a street person. He asked us a favor. We don't do favors for nobody. But we don't like you, Anderson, and we don't like you, Flair, and we love beating up people. Tell him, brother. Hey, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, give me a break. You want to know something? In Chicago, you would have to wear diapers in our backyard because you don't cut it. You're punks, Big Mouse. And Big Mouse don't get you nowhere against the likes of these two here. Me and my brother. When we get done with the three of you, it's gonna look like someone set your face on fire and put it out with an axe. Nikita Koloff, you watch your mouth, boy. You don't ever use my name on this TV station or I'll slap your face. Russians talk. The Russians talk. Where are you?
You just heard from the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors. And in the ring now, the man, Billy Jack. Look at him. Jim Jeffers trying with all his might, but he can't do anything with him. Here he goes across. Backs him in. Here he goes across into that turnbuckle.
Billy Jack Haynes, he doesn't let up for 1 minute. Really keeps the pressure on. Oh, what a big arm.
Cut right through Jim Jeffers. Picks him up. Slams him. The leg across the chest. Comes right back up. Position again. Drops the leg again. Pulls him up. Has him. Over his shoulder. What he's doing. Oh! Oh! He dropped straight down. And Jeffers' stomach. And now that full Nelson, he's got it locked. Throws him across. Ha! What a man he is. Billy Jack Haynes with that full Nelson. Watch it. Takes Jeffers. Watch it. Just drops straight down. Drives that shoulder right through Jeffers. And your winner, Billy Jack.
There's no doubt this man is primed and ready for Starrcade, and I guess primed and ready for anyone at that in the NWA.
Well, the NWA is where it's at, brother. I want to say hi real quickly to my dad in Oregon. I love you, babe. Everybody in Oregon, Florida. You know, Starrcade's right around the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, NWA is #1. Am I right or wrong? Okay. Starrcade, I'm not trying to be a hot dog, but look, I'm in the best shape of my life right now. And Arn and Ole Anderson, I talked to Wahoo McDaniel. The way he feels the same way I do. It's hard enough in professional wrestling, you know, with the injuries you incur. Now, on purpose, you did break Dusty Rhodes' ankle. Now, I'm here, this full Nelson and Wahoo's shop. You're gonna go down, Ole and Arn, and I'm not gonna break it till I hear your neck break, just like Dusty Rhodes' ankle broke. You got it?
Billy Jack Haynes.
You got it too, hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm not meaning to yell and scream. It's 100% business. Your days are coming, Anderson. Starrcade.
Billy Jack Haynes, and we're coming right back. Great tag teams here at World Championship Wrestling. The Rock and Roll Express, the Midnight Express, Ole and Arn Anderson, the Road Warriors. But only one team wears the World Tag Team title belts. That's the Russian team led by Ivan Koloff in prime condition for Starrcade 85 in that showdown in the cage against the Rock and Roll Express. Let's take a look at the Russian team.
Pressure's in. Makes the tag, Ivan. Into the ropes. Takes him down. In that choke. There it goes, switching. Watch out, watch out. Here it comes. Look at Nikita. Catching it. With that clothesline. And he goes down on his prey. The winners. The Russian Ivan Koloff, Nikita Koloff. He is huge. Awesome. Nikita Koloff. Fist. Pounds in the small of the back. Here he goes, cross in the ropes. The choke. Okay, look at him, watch him, watch him. Here it comes, he caught him.
The sickle, the Russian sickle.
Now he lays on his prey. Nikita Koloff, the Russian Nightmare. Backs him in the ropes. Here he comes across. Blackland jumps over. Oh! Oh!
That was incredible!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 6-man tag team action for you. Ron Bass, Pistol Pez Watley, the Italian Stallion, against Carl Stout, Kent Glover, and Larry Clark.
David, first of all, I'd like to say we've received plenty of letters this week. One comes from Mr. and Mrs. Norman Limberg of Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Next month, December 17th, they'll be celebrating another year of marriage. They are very faithful fans of World Championship Wrestling from Woonsocket, Rhode Island. They've written to us many, many times, and we'd like to say hello to both of them because they certainly are fine fans. Look at this action.
6-man tag team action.
We also received a letter from Alan Wilson down in New Orleans, and he was asking about Starrcade. He said, you know, I'd like to see Starrcade Thanksgiving night.
Hey, I got used to it. He is going to see Starrcade Thanksgiving night at the Superdome. And a lot of selected locations, and one of them is the Superdome there.
Closed circuit on the giant screen.
Ah, yes! Ah, picks him up, presses him, drops him for a slam. We would like
to hear all your questions, comments. Please write to us at World Championship Wrestling, 1250 South Omni International. That's 1250 South Omni International, right here in Atlanta, 30303. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love for you to maybe come to Atlanta and be a part of our television taping. We tape every Sunday, 11:30 a.m. at the studios of WTBS on Techwood Drive, right here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Headbutt. Pistol Pez Watley. Now the Italian Stallion comes in. Has an arm.
Come on, big wild man. Come on, big man, get wild.
Switching in and out. Good teamwork. Remember, next week, Superstation Championship Challenge Series, the Road Warriors take on Black Bart and Thunderfoot.
Not taking anything away from Black Bart or Thunderfoot. I know they're very, very tough. You know, Black Bart was once a national heavyweight champion. But I can really see someone landing on one of those Road Warriors and popping right back off. Oh, look at that move.
Good. Good there for that pin. Oh,
he got it.
In. They have the win. Your winners, Ron Bass, Pistol Pez Watley, and the Italian Stallion. Here he goes. Watch Pez. Dive. Headbutt. And goes on to win. Your winners in 6-man tag team action, Pistol Pez Watley, the Italian Stallion, and Ron Bass.
A few months ago, right here on our Superstation Championship Challenge Series, Denny Brown, the World Junior Heavyweight Champion, won his title back from Gary Rowan. We're good to have Denny Brown with us once again, Denny.
Thank you, Tony. It's a pleasure to be out here once again on the Superstation. You know, there's a lot going on around here in this territory and this across the world today. A lot of happenings going on with the Starrcade coming up. You got the top wrestlers in the world, in the country, all over today that'll be out there at Starrcade. You got Sam Houston going up for a Mid-Atlantic title, a vacated title against Crusher Khrushchev. You got Buddy Landell and going up against the national champion, Terry Taylor, and you got Rock and Roll Express going up against the Russians trying to get their title back, and the head casting of the whole thing overall. You got the big main event with the world's heavyweight champion going up against Dusty Rhodes, a good friend of mine. I hope that he comes out on top that night. You know, he's suffered a lot through that injury that they put on him, and it's just going to be an exciting evening of matches going on, and I hope to see everybody out there.
Okay, Denny Brown, the world junior heavyweight champion. Let's go back to the ring.
In the ring, the young man from Texas, Sam Houston against the Golden Terra. This young man is a protege of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA. Terra now quickly goes right after Sam
Houston against the Golden Terra, and David, we're joined by the man himself, the world heavyweight champion, Ric Flair.
You know, Sam Houston, taking nothing away from the kid, he's a great athlete and obviously a tremendous professional wrestler. But let's face it, he's one of these guys that's mesmerized by Dusty Rhodes. One of these guys built on the false hopes that Dusty Rhodes fills them with, that someday they're going to be the greatest. You all know that to be the greatest, you got to beat guys like Ric Flair, the world champion. You got to beat the Andersons. You got to beat Landell. You got to beat Tully Blanchard. These are the kind of guys that it's obvious why I identify with, because they're all champions in their own right. Sam Houston, a great young wrestler, but far from being the caliber of the names I just mentioned. Now, what do you say about that, Tony, huh? Come on,
the young man's going after that Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title in Starrcade, and that's a title if he gets around his waist.
Going after it is all he's doing. I don't like the Russians at all, but Crusher Khrushchev is 290 pounds of the most powerful wrestler probably in business. That's right. He's as powerful as any man there is. He ranks right there with the Barbarian and Graham and Nikita. He's tremendous. And I look for this kid right here. As a matter of fact, Iron Armstrong calls him the human broomstick to get himself crunched. We'll find out right there at Starrcade what kind of a man he is.
That's from the world.
There again, Dusty Rhodes is telling him, Sam Houston, you got what it takes to be a winner. Sam Houston, you're going to be the Mid-Atlantic champion. Sam Houston, you're great. That's what Dusty Rhodes does. He fills all these guys up with air. And then guys like Ric Flair and the Andersons come along and let all that air out. Right, David Crockett? You're not talking, David. Rick, world championship, talking, man.
Rick, you know though, you got to.
I'm on your payroll. Take time to talk to me. Come on. You've made me a wealthy man. I like talking to you.
David, Rick should realize as well as anybody else, you need confidence to be a champion.
The problem with David right now, he's looking at this $800 cashmere coat of mine and saying, what's causing all that? Look at Sam Houston here. Making a valid effort. He's having his problems with the Golden Terror.
Sam Houston, the young man from Texas, he has that desire to win. And as the world heavyweight champion knows, it takes desire besides ability.
I've said it, he's a great athlete, he's a great competitor, but we're going to find out in the next couple of minutes with the Golden Terror. Well, as a matter of fact, he's got the Golden Terror in trouble right now.
That's right, he's got that headlock, got it in tight. Here they go.
Oh, they hit hard.
They collided.
They collided hard.
They sure did.
They collided.
What is this right here? Get him up.
Well, they hit pretty hard right there. Where's he going?
Rick! Rick! Come on, Rick!
Oh! What in the world? Rick, come on now, for goodness sake. You're the world champion.
You're down right on.
You don't need to do that. We said it before. You don't need to do things like that to that poor youngster.
Cut him out. He can't get in the ring. He's not man enough to be in the ring. Cut him out.
For goodness sake.
That's what I mean. Now you find out. Now you find out what pro wrestling's all about. Huh? What's the matter? Where's Dusty Rhodes now? Huh? Where's Dusty Rhodes now? I'm telling you, Crockett, and I'm telling the wrestling fans around the world that what just happened to Sam Houston is very likely to happen to Dusty Rhodes when he walks the aisle of Starrcade 85. Woo!
We're going to take a look once again at what all happened. They hit very hard. As you can see, Sam Houston holding his head. And then we're going to see the most disturbing thing that I have seen from that man in years. We know he's the master of the suplex, that high vertical suplex, but suplex him right on the floor. Sam Houston is still down. The referee is still over there. Checking on Sam Houston at this time. And there it is. The suplex on the floor from that man, the world heavyweight champion.